I was waiting for you guys to start.
Jill, I thought you were leading us this morning. What happened? Janelle, you dropped the ball. If you look back in the video, it's always a person sitting in that chair every single time that starts this.
Well, good morning, everybody.
If you're still with us, we're really glad you're here today.
We were welcoming Janelle. Janelle is joining us this week. Welcome to Lobby Time. We got Janelle filling in for Mel. And we were sending Janelle out first as the rookie to Lobby Time. We were going to let her do a lap around the...
You were going to introduce me? No.
We were going to let Janelle do a lap around the ice first as a rookie to Lobby Time, and then we were going to come out behind her and just be like, welcome to the team. But she was waiting for the other guys.
Under the bus. Thank you very much.
So before this all started, I mean, we had a lot of fun. But Janelle told us some stories about working with Pam that is just hilarious. I can't believe it.
I know.
You know what?
And then she was all quiet once we started.
Oh, yeah.
She was ready. She's like, I can't tell those stories on live
You know
TV.
she's my boss, right?
I,
So
well,
there's that.
I know. Yeah.
I can't just put any pictures online.
That's true. I know. You can butter up to her by buying her a Blizzard. She'd be real happy.
Yeah.
She's all good.
Pam, thank you for letting Janelle come be with us this morning and tell us the real truth. The real truth.
Right?
The W5 truth.
See, our kids team, they've got a corner in the offices, right? So there's Janelle and Debbie sharing an office, and then Pam right next door, and consistently. Yeah. Like, if you want noise in the office, that's where it comes from. There's always stuff going on in there. And Janelle was just filling us in on all the real details.
Everybody wants to be part of kids' team.
It's kind of true, but we were getting some of the behind-the-scenes, real-life stories of that corner. And, you know, I think we need to have a conversation about splitting that corner up. So,
because the rest of us are all
happen.
seriously working, we're focused, we're concentrating. We like it to be quiet in the office. And then from that corner, all we hear, I don't know if cackle or chuckle is the right word.
We're gonna, I think, because we're getting plans in the new office space, right? Like new offices all around. I think we're gonna have to readjust some of the office assignments in the new new
We
building.
work better when there's a lot of laughter. We like noise.
Yes, it's very obvious. We all see that and know that. It is fantastic.
Actually, a couple times I did get lost in the hallways, and I found myself over in that corner, and it was kind of exciting.
I know. I always get drawn work days in there, and I always.
You guys just come for our candy bin.
There's that. Yeah.
Which I need to say needs to be restocked.
I know, it's been a little
all
empty
that's
lately.
in there now is the hard sucky ones.
It's awkward though when you go to their candy bin and they're in the office. You sort of feel like
come in when we're not there?
you sort of feel the pressure to only take one.
Yeah.
No wonder the bin's empty.
I'm not saying who it is.
And
I'm
they
just
tell
saying
you
things
to
happen.
refill it.
I don't know who put the vegetables in there, but I didn't appreciate that. So I want to say it first this morning.
Okay.
We got a lot going on. Go ahead, Mike.
We do. It is. I know that's Mel's line, right?
Yes.
We're filling in for Mel.
Okay.
Mel usually has that. Okay, we got a lot going
Back
on.
on track,
And she's trying to get us on track.
Yeah.
But she's not here, so we can just. We're here just. We do our thing.
Okay.
And we go.
Yeah.
That's when you get announcements like the one we had a couple weeks ago about Jared joining us on the roof.
Right.
And good things happen.
That was a shocker.
I know.
You guys almost lost your jobs over that one.
Well,
actually, I'm surprised you're still here.
Jared did comment. He's like, Ron Kruger actually saved my job because Ron Kruger hooked Jared up with like the gear to survive in the wilderness.
Yeah.
And so Jared made it for part of the time and for the one night.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, you know where Ron got that from, right? He bought that when he was continually in the doghouse, so he needed something.
Those kind of things happen. So Mel's just texting us saying she's still
Get
watching.
back on track,
say hi on
boys.
the screen.
So Mel says she's still watching and wants to make sure we're on track. She just sent me a text.
She sent you a text?
Yeah, she wants us to keep focused.
Well, especially
All
because
right,
Jared's
so
away
on the lighter
again,
side.
Yeah. Anyhow, so we
got a lot going on today.
We do get a lot going on, and it feels like we've got a little bit more energy than last week.
Oh,
Okay,
last
let me do last week.
goodness.
Okay, let me do last week.
I don't even know how Mel held it together. You guys were so dead out here.
Mel had to carry
It
the
was
show
brutal.
last week.
Yeah, she really
Yeah.
did. Yeah.
It happens. We had survived.
Glazed eyes.
Yeah, completely glazed. It felt like we had glazed eyes for like most of this past week.
But you
thawing out.
survived.
We did
You
survive.
Actually, I was going to bring like some of those sparklers that you light and put it behind your head. But
As
I was
we were
worried the
just-
fire alarm might go off.
Yeah,
I thought, that might be a little funny.
Rempels and pyrotechnics. Funny how that goes together.
It does.
I wonder
It's got a ring
if
to it.
someone.
Not saying anything.
Sounds
I know I'm not
familiar.
saying anything
I
because
know
I wonder
nothing.
if Rempels had anything to do with the pyrotechnics on
Hard to
Friday
say.
evening. Hard to say, right? Seems to be a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
But
So-
anyways,
So
Tell us about Merge Online.
merge online. Yeah, Janelle, can you tell us?
Online.
Fill us in.
so it's happening online on Wednesdays.
Wow.
Oh, hey.
That's so good. You know what? I had put that in our notes just as a reminder. Things changed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've talked about this a number of times. Jared's talked about it in the sense of gathering together and the challenges of restrictions that are going to have ebbs and flows, and we're seeing some of that, right? You think
Yeah.
we say it, and then we kind of get hit in the head with the reality of it, and it's like, oh, yeah. So we've all been kind of preparing for trying to gather people together a little bit in small groups and trying to make some of this stuff work. And as our case numbers increase and restrictions kind of go in, it has implications. And so we had implications with the table, our gatherings that we were going to have, and having to cancel that because gatherings were restricted to 15 people, and Merge had plans to kind of be on site and gather some of their groups together, and things change. And
Yeah.
so they were at Lions Park. Man, just the weather this week to be able to be down there was great.
Yeah.
I don't know where this was last weekend,
Yeah.
but at the same time, we're just grateful the grace
Yeah.
of Jesus giving us the opportunity to gather together like we did last weekend and celebrate and have so many people around. Wouldn't have been able to happen. We
Yeah.
couldn't have done it this weekend. And so we're just grateful for that. But it has impact. And so Dan and his team been working hard trying to
Yeah.
readjust plans and work
Yeah.
things out and make
He's
things
got
happen.
an awesome team. I know they're working hard to make it a little bit different than it was before. So
Yep.
there'll be some changes. So
Yeah,
some
I mean,
exciting things to look forward to.
yeah, we're all kind of learning as we go in this. And so, in March and April, they definitely had an attempt at doing stuff online. They had, the Merge Live Night and all the rest of it, trying to adjust how some of that works. And so kicking things off in the coming weeks to be back online, meeting with their groups and doing that kind of stuff. So stay tuned for some of those details. Dan's and his team getting some of that stuff out there. But, yeah, working hard at that stuff.
No, I
so.
really appreciate how the people in the church have been just patient with us as we've
Oh.
been trying to work through as to how do we do this. And then just like you said, Mike, so many times the changes happen like within a moment's notice, and we're having to notify people and
Yeah.
figure this out. And then,
Well, that was just it, right? The
Yeah.
table was like 2 hours before the table, and it's like, hey, now you can't
Yeah.
meet,
yeah,
and it was a bit of a scramble.
Yeah.
And how do we
turnaround.
do this? So, yeah, it's good times.
excellent. No, thank you for sharing that with us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no problem. I'm
So,
here for you.
Janelle, you come bearing gifts today, which is
Ooh,
awesome.
I do.
It's a great thing for like new people on the show to come bearing gifts. So thank you.
Yes. It's not for you.
Is that a
it's
donut
not
box?
for you.
It's not a donut
not
box?
a donut box.
I know. I was like, oh, she's
It's a
got
pretty
fancy
big
donuts.
donut box.
She's
yeah.
got a fancy donut box. I'm like, this is gonna be good.
Oh no, this is for the kids, and it's something I'm so excited about.
You're not excited.
I'm really excited.
No way.
There's been a lot of giggling in the office over this one.
This is
let me
where all
tell
the
you.
noise comes.
This is where all the noise comes. So just like for our Armor of God unit, we had made Armor of God kits. We
With
are
the swords and
yeah,
stuff,
swords,
right?
like super
Yes.
fun
Do you
stuff.
need me to bring another sword?
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are there swords in this kit?
That's done. So we are anticipating some really fun stuff for our Advent season. So we have made Christmas in a box.
Christmas is coming.
Christmas is coming.
Like Pam,
I know.
Pam has probably like decorated her house already.
Yeah, well, she's usually November 1st, so she's probably doing it this
I
weekend.
know,
She's
that's-
probably doing it today.
Yeah,
That's probably true.
That's why she's unavailable today.
Yeah.
Okay, back to Christmas in a box.
Yes. Christmas in a box.
Tell us
Christmas in
all
a
about
box,
it.
because Advent actually begins November 29th. So we have created some boxes that are super cool.
Wow.
Oh, look at
Inside
that.
this box,
Oh, look at gifts for all of us.
there is gifts for the children. And so it comes with an Advent booklet.
Ooh.
And
Here, I'll hold
then
that.
it's full of awesome gifts. Obviously, I can't open these up or
What?
tell you what's in them yet.
Oh.
However, I'm going to tell you a little bit about how it works. So the first one, let's say, is this one here. I don't know which one it is. This one. So it'll say, Hope, open between November 29th and December 5th.
Oh.
And then it tells you what page to look up in your book, because there's some fun treats and activities in here that are going to go with the activities that go in this book. And so this is hands-on activities, devotionals, there's fun things to read, there's stories, all to go along with the Advent season. And there's things in this box that take you all the way to Christmas Day.
Wow.
Oh.
Some super fun things.
So that's like those chocolate Advent calendars that you can get, but this is better.
Next level,
This is
right
better.
here.
Wow.
Next level,
Wow.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Bob's knocking things over.
Oh.
And things you can do, things you do as a family. Like that's been one of the cool
Yes.
things that we've seen. A bunch of the pictures and videos
Yep.
of like grandparents doing stuff with their kids or
Yep.
grandkids, and parents doing stuff with their kids.
Yep. Yep. So,
So-
you can do Extreme Kids at home as a family and grow and learn together. So we're going to have these available for pickup starting November 16th. And we're going to have 2 weeks of pickups available. And we're going to put it on the website and on our Facebook group. So we'll have that advertised very soon. So get ready, mark your calendars. You can
Very
come pick
good.
these up for your kids.
And so those tie in with all the videos you guys have been doing.
Yep.
That you
Yeah,
do.
starting on November 29th, we'll start our Advent Christmas series. So,
Yeah, and
yeah.
Very
so if
exciting.
you haven't checked it out, like the videos that Janelle and Debbie have been putting together for relating to their kids' stuff, their kids' lessons for the week, man, awesome, creative, great things that you can play at any time, because they go online like
Yep.
Friday.
Yeah, so go online on Saturday. Mine go online Saturday. Deb posts hers on Sundays, but you
Yep.
can go back, scroll through. They're all available on the website, so
Yep.
it's really easy to look back, and same with the Facebook group. So.
Very cool.
And great
Yeah.
videos, and then they tie into the activities that are there that you can
Yeah.
do as families, and a great thing to do, especially leading through the Christmas season, and preparing for Christmas, so that it is more than just the one day at Christmas, but
Yeah.
it's
This
a
is
real
preparing your hearts.
yeah,
Yeah.
making space, making room. That's our
Making room.
That's our
That's the theme.
motto.
the theme. Yeah, that's the
It's the
word I was
theme,
looking for.
yeah.
I'm like, that's a theme for our Advent series.
It is.
Prepare room.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so
Prepare
making
him
room for Jesus as we
Yeah.
prepare for that moving towards Christmas. So
Yep.
awesome.
Very
Those
good.
are going to be so great. So you're going to pick up starting November 16th.
Yep. Yep.
And all the details will go out on all our social pages and
Yep.
websites and StAAC app.
Very
You know,
good.
all the places
All
you
the
can get all the
places.
good stuff.
Yeah.
All the details.
Very cool.
All the
Yeah.
deets.
Okay, so just before I move on, I got a story I want to tell.
Yep.
So this last week, we had our family over. We were having supper together, and our son Jason and his wife Anastasia told us that they're going to have a baby, which means now you got to get this, like, because this is really important. I am going to be a grandfather. Yes!
I can't tell if he's
I just
excited
wanted
or
to
not.
subtly
It's
share
hard
that
to
with
tell.
you.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure.
He's not ready for
No.
this stage.
All right,
I
you
don't
I
guys.
don't think he's prepared.
Listen.
I don't think he's
I
prepared
got a
for that.
text from somebody, and I won't mention who it was, but I was told that I'm going to be the greatest grandfather ever.
Was that
So-
your wife?
That was my wife. I mean, no, it was an anonymous person.
Just to,
So, I'm sorry.
yeah.
Just
Yeah.
one more time. Yes, yes. Okay. We got a lot of things going on this
That
morning.
is
Yeah,
awesome,
yeah.
Bob.
I'm gonna be
so
a
much
That
fun.
is really exciting.
So exciting.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
you guys,
is.
I'm sure you're not excited at all. I'm sure there's no parties at
So
all.
this is what it looked like. Okay, we got a couple seconds still. So we're sitting at the table. We just had supper. Our son, Jason, says, well, let me go get the mail. And I'm like, get the mail? He never goes, oh, whatever. So he goes and gets the mail. He brings it back. There's a card from Grand Prairie, handwritten. I'm like, oh, from Grand Prairie, okay. So Karen opens it. She looks at it. Her face goes red. I'm sitting over here going, what's going on? And she starts to make these funny noises. And I'm thinking somebody's died. But who do we know that well that their death would affect her like that? Everybody's sitting around the table. And I grab it. I says, what is it? And I grab the card. I look at it. And there's a picture of a baby inside of a womb.
Oh.
And then it's just like, I can't. And then I'm like, because you got to know Jason and Anastasia, you can't trust them for nothing. I said, is this serious? You guys aren't joking here. Like, this is important stuff.
Yeah.
Sure enough. So, May.
So excited.
May, I get to
Awesome.
see my little grandchild.
Oh,
That is so
exciting.
fun. Such good
We're
things.
so happy for you.
That was cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're gonna
that's
hear,
good news.
we're gonna be hearing about that.
Lots
Oh,
of
yeah.
I know,
Lots,
right?
yeah,
All the
yeah.
time. We got a few people you could probably ask like tips on being a grandparent. There's a few people.
I don't know what kind of tips they're going to give me. I'm already told I'm going to be the best grandfather ever. I mean, yeah, okay. There might be a few things I probably need to know.
I think there's probably people
a few
that
tips,
would
maybe.
challenge
Yeah.
you on the best being the best grandparent. I bet you there's a few on our chat
You
and
shouldn't
our
give
thing.
babies ice cream right off the
Yeah.
bat. That's not good. Yeah.
Well, there's always things.
We actually already gave our baby their first outfit that we bought 3 years ago.
What?
Yeah, you guys
You've
weren't
been
excited at all.
anticipating
Yeah.
this day.
That is awesome.
Oh, that's good.
So
Anyway.
good times, exciting times.
Yeah.
And pretty soon you'll be able to go through like Christmas in a box with
The
your.
way you kept using the word
Yes.
grandfather.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, did you see Connie
Grandchildren?
Dueckman doing the armor
I
of
know.
God with her grandkids?
With the sword. I know. I loved seeing them
It was
have battles.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have
it
the
was
battles with their
beautiful.
swords and their shields and
Yeah.
all that stuff. Like
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
many good things. So,
Yeah.
So
we
good.
are moving towards Christmas. Like,
Yep.
Yeah.
It's
like
happening.
you talk about. Pam is usually November 1
Yeah.
decorations and all the rest of it. I've heard rumors of people on our staff that have already bought a whole bunch of Christmas gifts. I'm like, it's like October. we got, what do we got, 2 months?
October, November, December.
Yeah. December 24th still isn't here. How are you buying Christmas gifts? Like, what is going on? So,
Do you run into John in the mall on December 24th?
yeah,
Yeah.
we kind of go together,
The
right?
Sounds
mall.
about
What are you
right.
talking about? The corner store.
The gas station?
We got gift cards. But Christmas is coming, right? And one of the
Yeah.
big things we typically do around St. Alliance Church over the last number of years is that we typically run Hamper Day.
Yep.
Right? And so obviously we're in a season where everything's so different. Things are up in the air in so many ways. And we've had lots of conversations about ways that we can try and facilitate something like Hamper Day and what does that look like? How is it possible? So this year, one of the things that we're wanting to do is opposed to having our typical Hamper Day here, we want to invite you to a couple of ways to engage in the
Actually,
Christmas
3 to be specific.
three specific things.
3 things.
Bob's on top of this.
Yeah,
today.
that's right.
Oh, I'm
You know,
excited about this.
So we got 3 opportunities, 3 different ways that we want to encourage you in this season to respond to some of the needs in our community.
Mike, why don't you tell us about it?
I'm getting there. I'm getting there. We're gonna get him out.
Mike,
So we got
I'm gonna
3
be a
things.
grandfather. I'm kind of excited.
There's a new adrenaline
I
level
know,
going
right?
on
There's a
here.
whole different thing. He's making up
is
for
next
last week
level
for
Bob.
sure. Yeah. So the 3 ways that we're encouraging people. So the first one is Operation Christmas Child,
Ah.
right there.
Yeah.
Show it.
So if you haven't had the chance didn't get to pick up a box at our parking lot party, or you can stop by the church, pick up a box. We'll have them in the back west entrance. So that's
Yeah.
the far side from Walmart. There'll be boxes there. You can also just do Operation Christmas Child online. Like there, you
Yeah.
can
Yeah.
fill out a box for a boy or girl. You can check all that kind of stuff, and it's all on the website for Operation Christmas Child.
This would be a good thing to do with your grandchildren.
It would be a
like
great
if you're a grandparent,
So it'd be
you
a
may want to
really
do this
great
with your
activity,
grandchildren.
yeah.
and help them put stuff together.
Yeah.
So we want to encourage you to put together a box with your family. Think about ways that you can just bless someone in another part of the world
Yeah.
with a real basic opportunity of meeting some,
Yeah.
bring some joy in
Yeah.
a Christmas
Yeah.
season.
If
for 'em.
anything, the need is greater now.
One of the things that we really need to do too is to go online, look up SamaritansPurse.ca, and have a look at. They got a little video clip that talks about not only how to put the box together, but what happens when it leaves your home,
yeah.
Yep.
and where it goes to, and actually the children opening up the boxes and just the
that's
looks
the
on their
best.
faces.
So-
yeah, when you see those faces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's coming quick.
SamaritansPurse.ca.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's coming quick. So the last day to drop those boxes off is November 16th here at the church.
Yeah.
And then we're going to get them packed up and sent to the collection center here in Edmonton. So November 16th is the last day to drop those off here at the church.
Yep.
So we got 2.5 weeks
Yep.
to get that stuff organized. So that's opportunity 1.
Yep.
That's number 1.
Opportunity
Number
1. The second opportunity we want to draw
2.
people's attention to, there is being established. There's one that's established in Calgary, but one is being established in Edmonton, is a food bank for veterans. For those that have served in armed forces and have some needs, and there's being a food bank that's being established. And so we want to, one of the people in our congregation said, hey, I'd love to help facilitate this, help
In fact, he's a veteran.
make some of this stuff happen.
Yeah.
So we are going to create an opportunity to collect food over the next 2 weeks to gather together to kind of help kickstart them in establishing this food bank for
Yeah.
veterans. So over the next 2 weeks, you can drop off food here at the church during office hours, so 9 to 4. During the week, you can drop that off in the west entrance, so that's the far side from Walmart. It'll be open. There'll be a bin there. We'll collect that stuff. And then also Saturday, November 7th, and Saturday, November 14th. So 2 Saturdays, 10 to 12.
10 to 12.
Here at the church, there'll be people here collecting food, kind of organizing it, and then they got a group of people that will kind of help take the stuff down and get them kickstarted.
Yep.
Oh,
And
that's
this is a really
awesome.
good idea if you're a
Yeah.
grandparent to do this with your grandchildren. Yeah, it is.
You are
You got
dead
it.
on,
Yeah.
right?
Nailed it.
Yeah. I
teaching
mean,
grand-
others can do
Yeah.
it too, like parents can do it too, or
Yeah.
teens or youth. But if you're a grandparent, I challenge all the grandparents out there.
to do that kind of stuff. So that's opportunity.
Number
two.
three.
So
Number
we
three.
got
What's
shoe
number three?
boxes. We got opportunity for the Veterans Food Bank, collecting food for the next 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And then opportunity 3 is just encouraging you to connect with people that are around you. So whether you've got an APP, that's a partnership prayer partner, whether you're part of a small group, whether you got some friends that are at work or at school, people that you maybe play sports with.
Or even the people that you've used in the past for the hamper day, and many of you have built teams with your neighbors or family friends. Reconnect with those people and say, hey, we got something so cool. Mike, go ahead.
We
and
got
tell us.
opportunity just to bless
I'll just
people
sit
around
over
us.
here and be a grandparent.
Yeah, you sit on the throne as your grandparentness.
Yes.
But just to look around and say,
Yeah.
is there somebody that we can bless
Yeah.
in this Christmas season? Is there somebody that we can serve? Is there somebody that we can love?
Yeah.
And
Somebody
that
in your
group-
circle, in
yeah.
your neighborhood, at your school.
Yeah, absolutely. We
Yeah.
know there's needs in this season. We know some of those needs are increasing in a variety of ways. And so to be able to
Yeah.
put a team together to meet that need and just
Yeah.
you can do it.
Yeah.
We've done this for lots of years. We've facilitated as a church. Man,
And then you have the opportunity to be creative.
oh yeah,
You can
well
bless them in
outside.
so many different ways.
And intentional in knowing the need,
Yeah.
maybe knowing what
Yeah.
maybe they need gift cards would be great, or
Yeah.
maybe it is a food hamper that you put
Yeah.
together, maybe it is just gifts that you buy for the kids in the
Christmas
family,
gifts, yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
So we want to encourage you to look around. We've
Mm-hmm.
all got connections. We've got connections in different places to say, hey, would you be willing to join me in
Yeah.
blessing a family, blessing somebody this Christmas season, and then look around for those in need in your sphere, people
Yeah.
that you have some sort of connection with, some sort of touch point with, some sort of relationship with,
Yeah.
maybe somebody you've just seen and you're like, oh man, I could just feel like I want to bless them in this Christmas season and
I love that.
do
Yeah.
that kind of thing. So three
Three
opportunities.
things. There's three things.
Yep. We've got Operation Christmas Child. We've got the Veterans Food Bank.
Yep.
Collecting food.
Yeah.
And then just the opportunity to connect with others, to bless somebody in your sphere with a hamper or with
Now,
gifts or some way to serve them and love them in this Christmas season.
yes, and the fact is not everybody needs to do everything.
Yep.
But everybody needs to do something.
Yep.
So pick at least one of those things. And then would you send us in,
Yeah.
email in, tell us the stories.
Oh, we'd love
share
to hear the
pictures with
stories,
us.
yeah.
Tell us what you're doing out there. Like one of the things is each week we look at you guys and you see us here and we're having a lot of fun together. But we really are interested in your stories and what you're doing out there, what's happening in your life.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
being able to tell the story that's one of the great parts of social media is being able to be connected together
Yeah.
in this. Seeing us be the church, we send each other out on a weekly basis. Go and be the church in the places we live, learn, work, and play. And being able to see that, being able to experience that, being able to be part of that in the broad story
Yeah.
is so encouraging in this season. It reminds us that we're part of something bigger than ourselves.
Yes.
We were created for that, right?
Yeah.
We were created for something bigger than ourselves. And to be able to see that played out in a variety of ways, captured in pictures, posted in our StAAC Facebook
Yeah.
group. We'd love just to be able to be seeing the work of the church in this season, loving people well and
Yeah.
blessing people as we move to a Christmas season. It's not, we recognize it, we know it. Things are challenging. Man, we're going back into
Yeah.
winter. We're not
Yeah.
quite sure where the direction
Yeah.
everything goes with
Might be more-
restrictions.
more
and-
isolation.
Yeah,
and
all
that's
that type
gonna
of
be
stuff.
tough. Yeah.
And so to be able to realize and know that we're connected in ways to something bigger than ourselves is so important.
Yeah.
But also just an encouragement to reach out and connect with people.
Yeah.
Right? We send them a text, send them a call.
Yeah.
Even though most people aren't going to take a phone call, like we were talking about that before, we screen our calls now.
Yeah.
But send a phone
Yeah.
call, write a note, do
Yeah.
do something as
Send
a way
something
of
in the
connecting.
mail.
Yeah, send
put something
something
in the mail.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, like a grandfather notice. We need to say hi to those that are having birthdays and anniversaries.
Oh, yeah.
What have we got coming up?
I haven't seen any.
I'm nearsighted. I
I
can't
know.
see that.
I
I'm a
can't hardly read
grandfather.
everything. I haven't seen any come up that says birthdays or anniversaries. There was one I was gonna remember and I forgot whose it was.
Oh.
Shoot.
Jesus
I
is
can't
having a
help
birthday
you.
coming up.
Yeah,
pretty
we're
Very
soon.
gonna-
soon, yeah.
we're gonna
yeah.
do
You get
that.
to celebrate that in this box.
There it is.
Yeah.
Right there. There's 3 ways you can celebrate Jesus' birthday this year.
3 ways. We're getting the countdown. We got 1 minute.
Oh,
That's
we
what
got
it
1
means to know.
minute.
Where did time go so
I know.
fast?
We were-
That went
Listen,
way faster than
did
I
I talk to you
expected.
guys about this thing about my being a grandfather?
I don't think there's enough time.
I'm not sure we can go into all the details of that story, but we've got quick reminders on things. Advent packs for kids, for families,
Yep.
starting November 16th, pickups time. We've got Operation Christmas Child shoeboxes dropping off last day,
Yep.
November 16th.
Veterans.
Veterans Food Bank dropped off during the week or
Yeah.
Saturday 10 to 12 the next 2 weeks. And
Bless those around you. That's
bless
a good
those around
term.
you, especially those that are going to be grandparents.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks
we
for
hope you have
letting
a
me
great
join you
week,
today.
and we will catch you all later.
Yeah.
Reminder,
Bye to all
refresh
those
your screen.
grandparents around it. I'm part of the grandparent club.
Refresh your screens.
Yes.
Be sure to join us for our service starting shortly.
Yeah.
Have a great week. Thanks for being here.
Bye.
God bless.